Hello friend, and welcome to the Laravel 11 Multi-Guard Authentication System course. In this video, we're going to be having an overview of exactly what you will be able to build all by yourself by the time you complete this course. So I want you to give me a few minutes of your time to navigate you through this awesome Laravel Multi-Guard Authentication System. So as you can see, our project right here basically have two types of view, which is the front-end view and the back-end view. So let's go ahead and start with the front-end view. Right here in the front-end view, users can go ahead and have themselves registered into the system and also log into the system after they have successfully registered. So let's go ahead and now start with the registration process. Users can go ahead and click on the register link right here, and they will be taken to the user's registration page. Right, so here user will be providing his name, email, password, and confirm password to get himself registered into the system. But first of all, I'm going to go ahead and show you some couple of validation that we apply to this form. Now let's go ahead and try to click on the register button without filling in any input field. Let's go ahead and say register. Yes, as you can see, we have a couple of validation going on in this form. So friend, I'm going to show you how to add form validation in Laravel and also how to display our validation information on our form right here, everything from scratch. All right, perfect. And now let's go ahead and provide some information. Let's say Daniel for the name. And let's go ahead and add some email address. Let's say danny.com. As you can see, this is not a valid email address. So for password, let's say 111, confirm password 111, and now let's go ahead and try to register. As you can see right here, we should be having another information, a validation information that says the email field must be a valid email address. So we have to pass a valid email address for this form to be submitted successfully. Perfect. I'm going to teach you how to do everything, all of these things in Laravel. Now let's go ahead and say we add the user, let's say Daniel. And let's add a valid email address. Let's say danielfavor@gmail.com. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and say password should be 111 and confirm password should be 222. As you can see, now the confirm password does not match the password. So we should be having another validation information right here. Okay, let's go ahead and say register. Alright, it says the confirm password field must match the password field. Alright, so as you can see, friends, these are all input validation. They are basically form validations that I'm going to be teaching you from scratch. Now we're going to go ahead and register a user. Let's go ahead and say we wanted to register Daniel, and danielfavor@gmail.com. Password should be 111, confirm password 111, and let's go ahead and say register. Now we should be registered into the system because we are providing everything correctly. Alright, perfect. Now as you can see, our registration is successful and we have a notification right here that says you need to verify your email to complete your registration. We have sent a verification link to your email. If you cannot find the email in your inbox, please check your spam folder. So now as you can see, the user needs to verify his email to complete his registration right here. And as you can see, the system will be telling the user to check his inbox that an email verification link has been sent. So now let's go ahead and check our MailTrap dashboard right here. Yes, as you can see, we of course receive an email verification email to danielfavor@gmail.com. So friend, I'm going to be showing you how to do everything from scratch, how to send an email verification link down to your Laravel application user using one of the free email delivery platforms, which is MailTrap. And I'll try my possible best to explain everything step by step from scratch. Now let's go ahead and open our email right here. And as you can see, yes, we receive an email verification mail. It says, hello, our username, Daniel. Thank you for registering with us. Please verify your email address by clicking the button below. So friend, I'm going to be showing you how to create this manually, everything from scratch, how to add this custom email template, how to pass our users information to our email template, and all that in this course. So now let's go ahead and click on the verify email button. Yes, as you can see, now we are taken back to our login page, our users login page, with a success message that says your email is verified. You can now log into your account. So now let's go ahead and try to log in with empty input fields. like we have tried for the registration page. As you can see, our login form right here also have some couple of validations. It says the email field is required, the password field is required, so that means we cannot submit an empty form. And if we try to log in with a user that does not exist, let's say something like this .com, as you can see, this is an invalid email address. Let's go ahead and say password 111, and let's go ahead and say login. We should have our validation that says we should of course use a valid email address. Perfect. The email field must be a valid email address. Now let's go ahead and try to log in with a user that does not exist. As you can see, if you take a look inside of our database right here, our users database table, let's go ahead and refresh that. Alright, as you can see here, we have our newly registered users, which is danielfavor@gmail.com with his password hashed, and the token is empty and status is 1. So by default, when the user registers into the system before verifying his email, this token field will be filled with a email verification token, and the status colon here will be 0. But because we've already verified our email, our token is empty and our status right here is turned to 1. Perfect. Now, as you can see, we have only 3 users registered into the system. So now let's go ahead and try to log in with a user that does not exist. So let's go back here to our login form. Let's say user@gmail.com, something like this, and try to enter some random password 111. And let's go ahead and say login. Yes, as you can see, we have an error message that says invalid login credential, meaning we do not have any user registered into our system with the login credential that we just provided. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and try to log in with a valid user. So let's go ahead and say we have danielfavor@gmail.com, password 111, and now let's go ahead and say login. Yes, as you can see, we are successfully logged into our users dashboard. Alright, and as you can see, our users dashboard is completely dynamic. It says welcome, our username, which is Daniel, and our user's email address, which is danielfavor@gmail.com. Perfect. And our user can go ahead and log out of the system like so. Alright, so that's for the registration and the login functionality. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at our forgot password functionality right here. So let's go ahead and click on the forgot password link. As you can see, our user will be taken to the forgot password page if he click on the forgot password link when he of course forgot his password. So all we need to do is, as you can see right here, it says that please enter your email address to receive a password reset link. So now we're going to go ahead and now enter our email address. Let's say our email address is danielfavor@gmail.com. But before that, actually, we're going to go ahead and test our forgot password form validation right here. So if we try to submit an empty form right here, we should have an information right here. It says the email field is required and we must provide a valid email address. Let's go ahead and add some random email. Let's say send email. And as you can see, the email field must be a valid email address. Alright, and if we try to enter any email address, any user that does not exist, so let's say user@gmail.com, and let's go ahead and say send. We should have user with the provided email does not exist. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and provide a valid user, which is Daniel Favor, and let's go ahead and now say send email. Yes, as you can see, now we are receiving a success message that says we have sent a password reset link to your email. Please check your email address. If you do not find the email in your inbox, please check your spam folder. So friend, I'm going to be showing you how to create everything from scratch, how to create the forgot password functionality, how to send a password reset link down to our user's email for him to be able to reset his password when he forgot it, and how to add the validation to make sure that the user requesting to reset his password is an existing user, is a valid user. Everything I'm going to teach you absolutely from scratch. Now we're going to go ahead and navigate back to our Mailtrap dashboard right here, and as you can see, we're going to be receiving a password reset mail right here to danielfavor@gmail.com, and now we're going to go ahead and open that. Yes, as you can see, here is our password request mail. It says, hello Daniel, we receive a request to reset your password. Please click the button below to reset your password. And now if the user go ahead and click on the reset password button, he should be taken to the password reset page where he will be providing his new password and then confirm his new password. Alright, perfect. Now right here, as you can see, we have a comment that says your new password must be different to previous password. That means the user cannot use his old password again. So now let's go ahead and try to enter a new password. First of all, we're going to go ahead and check our form validation. We cannot submit an empty form, of course. All right, now let's go ahead and try to enter our old password. Remember, our old password is 111, confirm password 111, and let's go ahead and say submit. Yes, as you can see right here, our validation says you cannot use your old password again. Awesome, how cool is this? So we're going to be learning how to add this validation in our Laravel project. And now let's go ahead and of course create a brand new password, which is going to be, let's say 1234, and confirm password 1234. Now let's go ahead and say submit. Yes, as you can see now that we provide a new password which does not correspond with the old password we have inside of our database. Now it says your password is reset. You can now log in with your new password. All right, so now let's go ahead and say log in with Daniel Favor, and remember our old password is 111, and let's go ahead and try to log in. Yes, now as you can see, we can no longer log in with our old password, but let's try logging in with our new password. Let's go ahead and say Daniel Favor and new password 1234, and let's go ahead and say login. Awesome, as you can see, we are successfully logged into our users dashboard with our newly reset password. All right, awesome, how cool is this? So friend, that's it for the front-end section. Now we're going to move to the back-end section of our multi-guard authentication system, which is right here. As you can see, we have our admin's login page, and right here the admin need to provide his username and password. So for the admin username, we have admin, and password, let's go ahead and say 111, and let's go ahead and say login. Yes, as you can see, now we are successfully logged into our admin's dashboard. Here, as you can see, our admin's dashboard is also dynamic. It says admin right here and admin@gmail.com. Okay, and right here, if we click on our admin's profile right here, we can go ahead and log out of our admin's dashboard. So let's go ahead and log out. Perfect, as you can see, we have a success message that says admin logout successfully. And now let's go ahead and take a look at our forgot password functionality, our admin's forgot password functionality. So let's go ahead and say forgot password in case if our admin's forgot his password. As you can see, now we are taken to the admin's forgot password page, and now we can go ahead and enter our admin's email, which is right here. Let me actually go ahead and take a look at that. Let's navigate to our admin's table right here. As you can see, we have our admin's email as admin@gmail.com. So let's go ahead and pass that inside of our admin's forgot password page right here as admin@gmail.com, and we're going to go ahead and say send email. Now an email should be sent to our admin's email with a password reset link. Yes, as you can see, we have sent a password reset link to your email, blah blah blah. So now let's go ahead and take a look inside of our mail trap email delivery platform, and right here, as you can see, we are receiving our reset password mail to admin@gmail.com. So now let's go ahead and open that. Yes, as you can see, hello admin, we receive a request to reset your password. Please click the link below to reset your password. Now if the admin go ahead and click on the reset password button right here, he should be taken to the admin's reset password page where he will be providing his new password. And now if the admin enter a new password, let's go ahead and say 2222 and 2222, and then go ahead and submit. Yes, as you can see, your password is reset. You can now log in with your new password. That's for the admin. And now let's go ahead and try to log the admin with the old password. Let's go ahead and see the username is admin, password 111, and say login. Yes, invalid login credentials. And if we go ahead and now log the admin with our newly created password, which is 2222, and say login. Perfect. As you can see, now we are successfully logged into our admin's dashboard. Alright, so friend, this is basically all about the project that we're going to be building in this course. As authentication system is the foundation of every Laravel project, almost every Laravel application that you're going to be developing requires authentication system. And this course will be a very good starting point for you as a beginner or an experienced Laravel developer to really improve and advance your Laravel development experience. So if this is really what you wish to know how to build from scratch all by yourself, then go ahead and enroll in the course, and I will see you in our first lesson.